So let's finish off these 100 bold predictions, things that I found interesting in the bold predictions. Start with, there's a video of him struggling at OTAs, so let's start with him. Baker Mayfield will throw for 16 touchdowns.
I love that that's bold.
That's why I laughed at that.
Have you seen some of the video of him and Kyle Trask, quote unquote, competing? Neither guy can hit a receiver in stride.
I have.
They're nowhere near the receiver. These throws are like 20 yards.
Doesn't matter.
What does that mean?
It's in OTAs.
But it's Baker.
Here it is.
This is who he is.
I was chastised and told, it's OTAs, guy. Don't buy into all of
But
that.
16 touchdowns, that's not a lot.
I think that's implying that he wouldn't get benched.
Yeah, that's saying that he'll play enough, but I think he can hit the 16 touchdowns. He'll probably injuries or getting benched. I think he'll play in 10 games. So, yeah, I think he can hit the 16
So it's tough because we agree he's not finishing the year. They're going to be a bad team. They should see what Trask can do at some point, probably near the end of the season. In the first 2 months, can Baker get 16 touchdowns? He's got Evans. He's got Godwin. You would think he would do it.
You would think.
You would think. Okay, well then based off of that, I'm going to have my own bold prediction question for you off of this. Can he be this year's Geno Smith?
You know what? I think he can because, I remember the guy who was sitting across from me, not you, but Mike just laughed. Oh, he's god-awful. And then he came into Ford Field and basically lit him up, and he won't do it again. He actually kept doing it again so much he was comeback player of the year. It is possible, David. It's almost when you forget about him and when you write off Baker, like in the Rams game when he had just got off the plane, ran to the stadium,
Do like 5 plays,
right in his flip flops, and orchestrated the end of that game. So
yeah, but you could do it 1 week. Maybe you could do it 2 weeks. I don't think he's going to be able to pull up. What Geno did last year shouldn't be taken as someone's going to do that every season. I don't see it.
no, but that's why it's called the comeback player of the year. It's one person normally does have that. Oh yeah, I forgot about him type of season.
Next bold prediction: Matthew Stafford will be dealt to another team.
You know what? I'm going to recuse myself and just let the Stafford fan club president over here talk.
I don't think he's going to get dealt. I think financially it's a really difficult move to make. We don't know his health. He would have to be healthy for someone to trade for him. I think what's more likely is he and McVay and Cooper Kupp go to those Breakfast Club meetings and design plays together and play as many games as they can, but he's not getting dealt.
I think he gets dealt. I do because
what kind of team? I'm not going to put you on the spot to name the team.
I think a team that kind of like how the Rams were. You just need a quarterback. Rams aren't. They are on the downside. They're closer to bottom of the league than Super Bowl. McVay, I don't know if the love is there. Cooper Kupp, you know what? They just could have a flat out fire sale and just blow this thing up because after all of those F them picks, I think they finally own a pick next year. So we could go out, get the QB from USC, have him just come play across the street, and you trade Stafford to like a New England.
Or a team yet to injure their quarterback.
Right. So, yeah, but like New England, you got a nice defense. You just don't have that QB. Somebody that could just get you over the top.
What about
the Commanders?
Yeah, but they're a team that needs to rebuild too. I don't think they're in contention. I think there's a very finite number of teams that make sense, and money's going to make it even more difficult in season. David, what else you got?
The Eagles will not win the NFC East. Now, before you respond to that, I do want to remind you that since 2005, there hasn't been a back-to-back winner in the NFC East. No one's repeated.
If someone's going to do it, it's Dallas, right? It's not going to be the Commanders. Talked about it yesterday. The Giants overachieved. I don't think they're winning the division.
No, I think the Eagles will. Actually, I do. I think Dallas and the Eagles will battle it out, but in the end, Dallas will go full Dallas and find ways to lose. The Eagles just seem to be a complete team where the weeks that the offense isn't clicking, they can lean on the defense and vice versa. So I'm going to go with the Eagles.
I think it could be Dallas this year. I'll go with Dallas. They let you down in the postseason. I could see in the regular season they rattle off 12, maybe 13. Philly has an injury or two. Yeah, I'll buy it.
J.K. Dobbins will rush for 1,200 yards.
Oh, I'm big on J.K. Dobbins going into this season. Kenny knows all about it. He is a full year removed from the scary knee injury. He's still in his mid-20s. Great running football team. I think he could have one of the better rushing seasons this year.
If you would have stopped and said J.K. Dobbins will have 12 yards, I would have said, okay, I'll buy that. 12? Yes. 1,200? No.
What?
He will, you know what? In the end, you'll be presenting him the DeAndre Swift Award.
You think he's that brittle?
Yes.
He ended last year running like 5 yards a pop. He's healthy, full off season.
Mm-hmm. Swift had periods where he actually looked like he was pretty good. And
See,
then
Rico,
he didn't.
I could have said 12,000 yards, and Jim would have said yes.
Right.
Because he's all in on J.K. Dobbins right now.
I thought you could have stopped at 12 for me. And that's it. 13?
Does J.K. Dobbins, he's got a 1,000-yard season under his belt, right? Swift never did that.
His rookie year, I believe. I
mean, Dobbins. No, he's never run for 1,000 yards. I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
Mr. All In.
This is the year 3.
It'll be a J.K. Dobbins tombstone on cash or ticket.
Next bold prediction: Aaron Rodgers will prove to be a model citizen with the Jets, free of drama.
Who buys that?
You know what? I'm going to say yes.
In New York?
Mm-hmm.
No drama. For that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Enema Darkness Retreat?
Mm-hmm.
That guy?
Yep.
He's going to be a model citizen.
9-letter word. Honeymoon.
No.
I don't see a lot of yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no ma'ams out of Aaron Rodgers.
Honeymoon. No. Honeymoon.
New York. There's no honeymoon in New York.
There is.
First game he struggles.
No.
Don't you know it's Super Bowl or bust?
No, because it's the Jets, because they're a bad team. He's going to be on the honeymoon because he has a track record, they're not going to attack him. Now, next year, all bets are off. But this year, he'll get the honeymoon.
How many times in Green Bay when they would struggle, people would feed him and look for the relax comment? If he tells the people in New York to relax, that's going to be a culture clash.
He'll have a 1-year honeymoon.
Okay.
1 grace period. After that, I can't make any promises.
The Colts at 6.5 over under will hit their win total overs.
Wait, 6.5?
So they're 6.5 for the Colts right now. It says they will hit their win total on the over.
7+ wins for the Colts.
7+ wins for the Colts.
I mean, it's the NFL. It's hard to be really inept and bad. So I can buy that.
Richardson.
Even with Richardson, who you most famously hated in the draft process, he's probably going to start all 17 games, right? He'll start week 1?
I don't think he starts week 1.
You don't think so?
I think that's one of those, I don't know when their bye week is, but probably the game after the bye week will be his first game. Kind of, he'll play spot duty, but you don't throw somebody to the wolves.
I think they'll be under if I had to guess, and it's not because I'm against Richardson. You guys know how highly I thought of him, but year 1 is going to be an adjustment for him, and it's not like he has a bunch of great receivers. The O-line has seen better days. Right.
You just changed my mind. Okay. I'm going under as well.
Persuasive.
All right, so then let's close it out with a couple quarterbacks here. Derek Carr will post 30 touchdowns for just the second time in his career, and then Trevor Lawrence will become the 10th quarterback to pass for more than 5,000 yards in a season.
See, I'm big on Lawrence. He took a step forward last year. They should be even better this year offensively, right?
Yeah, Mike keeps talking about that. I don't see how the Jags are this juggernaut. They're in a bad division.
Sure, that's part of it.
Doesn't make you great. I mean, look at the Tigers. You're not great. You're in second. That mean much. No, I'm saying no to that. I don't see this Trevor Lawrence that everybody else sees.
So just so you know, we were talking about the Colts just a second ago. Their bye week would be week 11.
Oh, so yeah,
So
they can't
that'd
win.
be kinda
They're not
So
going to
yeah,
win.
it would be late. Okay, so probably week 3, week 4.
By the way, Texter says Stafford to the Falcons. Back to Georgia. They've got offensive pieces. They run the ball. Decent O-line.
See, you know what? A team like that
might make sense.
That's ready to do something right here, right now. Yeah, but I could easily see Stafford going someplace like that. You know, another place? Depends on if they want to swallow their pride. The Packers.
Could you imagine?
If the Packers want to just say, okay, we only drafted Aaron Love to piss off Aaron Rodgers, and it was a gag gift, and now we're stuck with him, and it's not going to work. And you go get Stafford and you add him to the Packers, that's a better team.
Yeah, see, they gave Love that extra year extension.
Extra year.
That's just to see what he is.
Right.
Yeah, so they're going to see what he is. Now, if he's a disaster, maybe.
Right, but this is one of those where, you know what, we're 2-4, but, man, we got everything else but a quarterback. And the Rams are sitting at their, 0-6.
Yeah.
I could easily see that happening.
And that is in football today.